What I'd like to talk to a little bit about is how we treat and the approach of the treatment. So when we look at somebody, um, we look at we look subjectively first of all at what joints. So we'll say in this case we'll take the example of the low back, you know, um, and we'll say, in the low back, one of the facet joints or the little joints between the vertebrae has become very inflamed. There's arthritis, wear and tear in the area. It's our osteoarthritis that has become inflamed in the area. Maybe there's a little bit of disc type wear and tear, that there might be a small bit of a bulge on or protrusion, and so on. And if it gets bad enough, it could hit a nerve, and then we've got that classic sciatica pattern down through the buttocks, down back of the leg, the knee, perhaps beyond, depending on the level. So that's what people will present with. So we obviously need to help that area, but sometimes that area, by going directly at it, by rubbing the muscles in the area or manipulation of the area and so on, body mightn't necessarily be able for it straight away. It might actually aggravate it. But for me, we must always look at, first of all, what's wrong, but also the why it's wrong, and what is the scenario in the body that's leading to this. So is there a strain pattern on a bigger level causing the grief in this joint? Why is it this joint and not the joint above it and the joint above that and the joint above that that's getting the wear and tear? Why is it this particular one? So you tend to find the lower joints, they're called the bottom 5 bones in the back are denoted as L1, L2, L3, L4, and L5, and then you've got your sacrum. But between L4 and L5 and L5 and the sacrum, which is commonly known as L5S1, well, that's how we know it anyway. And they're the real load carriers in the body, in the back, and they tend to be the areas of wear and tear. So if we can help treat the body in such a way that we take the overall load off it, we would already reduce inflammation, perhaps, and often that can be enough. We mightn't have to do anything local afterwards, but sometimes we do some of the more direct techniques to the area of the massage or manipulation or stretching or whatever that would be to the actual joint. But often I find if I treat the scenario first, that we don't, the problem starts to look after itself. That can be